You might want to manifest a person in your life or a place, such as travel plans or maybe new clients or a new job. Maybe it's health or living in a new city, or perhaps abundance of love and money. Well, guess what? You can do it in an instant. Now you might think, oh, how can that be? I mean, you can't just snap your fingers and produce a car or a person or an opportunity, etc. Well, with a shift of understanding about how manifesting works, you would be really surprised of what you are capable of manifesting and how quickly. But without the understanding of the law of the universe, you could be working against yourself. So stay with me here so you can better understand instant manifestations. For those of you who are new, I'm really happy that you're here. Go ahead, settle in, click the subscribe button, and we shall get started. Welcome all you powerful manifestors to the AOM Art of Manifestation channel. I'm Manifestation Coach Sterling Mire. Fundamentally, life is simply a series of creations and the experience of those creations. I'm going to give you a little background here so I can move on to instant manifestations. We create our experience of the world and everything within the world that we are aware of. It's all a product of our inventions, solely unique to us based upon how we want to interpret and make it mean to us. To truly understand what I mean by this, it's like when two people go to the movies. Now, one says it was the best movie they saw. The other one says it was the worst. Now, who is telling the truth? Both and neither. I say both because based upon their interpretations that each one created while watching the movie is what gave them their experience, whether that experience was pleasant or not. That's where they, or how they form their opinion. Neither was telling the truth because there's no truth about whether it was a good or bad movie. It's just simply subjective. It's just a formed opinion. What you want it to mean to you, that is just like art. Life works the same way. With that background laid out, now let's move on to how to create instant manifestations. We live in a physical world that is dense. However, what is really responsible for the materialization of the physical world that surrounds us is the world of energy. For some of us, it may mean or seem like the physical world determines our experiences and results in life, but it's actually the other way around. In other words, the physical world began as an energetic thought first, as energy. Everything is made up of energy, a feeling, a thought, a dense physical thing such as nature and inanimate objects, man-made objects like your computer, phone, a car. Everything originates from organic matter, no matter where it originates from. It actually originates from the same place, from creative energy. Energy produces a result. It is the origin, the beginning of something before it materializes. A baby, the emotion of love, or a seed, all these things begin with energy. Everything begins as an idea, which then generates energy from that idea, and that energy is nurtured. So then it becomes something tangible. Then it becomes something real in the world on a physical level. To invent an airplane or any kind of technology means it started as an energetic thought before it became a physical invention. Therefore, once you've created what it is that you want to manifest energetically, it's taking on a form, such as an idea. It's already here. Now it's just a matter of letting the stages of physical manifestation take place. Like the physical phases that a fruit tree grows through before it bears fruit. It starts out as a seed. It's energy. It harbors that idea of energy that it's going to be a fruit tree. The tree is here in an energetic form, so to speak. So for it to transform into a physical tree with fruit, it has to go through these transitions. However, with that seed, like an idea, you have the fruit tree in its infantile form. Stay on track. In other words, don't disturb the process, yet nurture it, and it shall be. An even clearer analogy to explain instant manifestations is much like a newly conceived baby. It's here already. In an instant, the moment it's conceived, it simply has to move through the physical or the phases to become physical, a tangible object. So if you want to create more money, you create it energetically first so that it can show up in your life physically. You already have manifested it, much like the illustration of the creation of a baby. As long as you nurture this idea of energy in its infantile form, it has to become a reality. Nurturing the idea. The energy is done when we live it as it already is so. Already a fact. Much like when parents learn they have created or conceived a baby. It's already so. A baby has been conceived. It's already here. You have already manifested it instantly. As long as you do not stop the creative process, it has to become tangible. Become this tangible form of the idea. Relate to whatever you want to create, as with the baby analogy. The creative process is the same for everything. This is a creative world. And again, that is the purpose of life on this planet, even though we have the ability to disassemble something, but only to create something else in its place, because it's all ultimately creation. Now, the 4 stages of materialization or manifestation is number 1. Creating an idea, creating an emotional reaction is number 2. That's a desire that supports the continuation of the manifestation process, of the original idea. It sustains it. The emotion has to be supportive of the idea. Number 3, once the desire is created, then one can move through to take action and walk through opportunities. Look for opportunities, take the action that's necessary. The 4th phase is the materialization, the result of the original idea in the physical world. If you create an idea in this moment, it will become tangible if you stay on track. It absolutely has to materialize. So you've got to live as if it already has materialized. So it's living in harmony, energetically, in accordance to the universal laws and truth of how things come into being. Instead of living the reality only if and when it appears. I will live as if I have a new job, if and when a new job appears. That's actually backwards. Be as if it is. Do as if it is, and you will have it. I will love myself when someone loves me first. It doesn't work that way. You've got to love yourself first, and others will love you too. You are helping the process along by living as if it is so, because it is already so. Just like the conception of a baby, the parents live as if it's so. It's on its way. Taking the action to welcome this newly created creation, this idea, this energy, by setting up a bedroom and collecting furniture and creating plans, etc., living as if it's on its way. Well, this is true for any creation, and that is instant manifestations. It is already here, like that newly conceived baby. Thank you for watching this week's episode, and if you receive value from this episode, please be sure to subscribe to our channel to show the support we need to continue to bring you information on how to master the manifestation process. You can also show your support by sharing this episode with someone you care about. If you want more information about mastering the manifestation process, feel free to visit our website at getyourlifenow.com for lots of incredible free information on how to master the manifestation process. And comments, leave your comments because we truly appreciate and love them. Questions about manifesting, feel free to leave them in the comments section, and we may dedicate an entire episode to your question. The AOM System Manifestation Mastery in 30 Days book is available on Amazon worldwide, as well as Barnes & Noble. Thank you again for watching. Until next week, manifest and create responsibly.